Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a special job to do and Benga here is helping me. The job is, I got the new computer monitor, an Samsung Ultra HD UR59C, a 32-inch curved Ultra HD screen. Now the problem is, I have a similar screen also from Samsung, almost exactly the same, but they are different heights. So I got a wall mount with VESA mount to mount the two screens that I can set them exactly in the same height. The problem is these monitors from Samsung are not built to support VESA mount. So in this video now I will modify the original stand of the monitor to make it compatible with VESA mount. So join me. And I didn't try it before, so fingers crossed that it works. So I got this monitor used. I assume it works. I didn't try it yet, but I assume it works. Maybe I plug it in here fast to see. You can see here that it's used. I don't know if you can see it, it's scratched here, otherwise it looks like brand new. I already had it out of the box before to check. But there was a little bit water in the box, but it was only on the carton side, so I assume that nothing happened to the monitor itself. Oh, now Benga disappeared. I wonder where he went to. But okay, so let's see. Even still the original sticker here. I wonder why this one is scratched, if this one is all original. This one also looks like new. Or let's say like never used. But of course it's possible that it's from another screen and was just added into this carton. But let's see if something is going on in the first place. So yeah, it shows HDMI. So the power supply definitely works. Now as a VESA mount or as a table mount, I have this from Amazon. So the two monitors will then be on the two arms here. And the two arms will be fixed on this pillar, and the pillar will be on the table. And here are some brackets to hold. And this one would be to use it with this together as a table mount, but since my table is a corner table, I will actually use this and screw it directly on the table. That should be good enough. Now to the mounting itself. These are the VESA adapters and they usually go in here like this, and the monitor hangs. Now as you see at the back of the monitor, there's no VESA mount. The only mount there is for this to go in here, while these two holes have the same hole size as this VESA mount. So I have to see if I can combine it or not. So I put this by side, we don't need that for now. So let's concentrate on the monitor first. So this is the original monitor arm. We'll remove that, but I only have this plate left. Let's see how I can do that. Okay, somebody already played around here. I don't know if you can see it, but these screws are worn out. So I will drill them open. Maybe somebody already had the idea before me. But I don't care who tried and who didn't, as long as it works out at the end for me. Good, so original mount gone. So this is the original mounting plate, which comes in like this. Like this. Yeah, like this. It mounts down with these two screws, which were set in this plastic here. So these screws go in here. And here. So what we need now is that this VESA mount actually fits like this. So I will have to weld something from here to here, that I can fix it together like this. Here I can leave the holes to still be able to get to these screws. Maybe I have to make the holes a little bit bigger, but here. And then we need connection here and here. Let's see what we can use. So Benga apparently didn't like it that much in the workshop here. I had to bring him back. He was just sitting there at the door scratching, so we are alone again. Let me see, somewhere I have flat iron pieces, and if I cut them in an angle, it should actually work. So let me find them. So I found a piece of flat iron. There are still some parts of which I have to grind off, and that I will do now. Then I will cut it in half, then diagonally, so that I have the angle. Hopefully the angle will fit, and then I have to cut out some smaller pieces. But let me clean it up first and cut it in half, and then we'll see from there. So when you cut something or when you want to use something which is already painted, doesn't matter if you weld it or not. It's always advised to remove the old paint. You don't know how well the old paint connected, so it can happen that you paint over it with new paint and the paint chips off. So my advice is to always grind off the old paint, get a surface you know, and then use whatever you need to build up that surface. Maybe some plaster to even out the holes or the scratches, then some primer, and then the final coat, or however you want to do it. But even if you just want to weld it, better to remove the paint, because when the paint starts burning during welding, you will get enclosures and the weld will not last that long or not hold as much as it's supposed to hold. So as I said before, the next thing is to cut it in half. This is a fast run iron saw or metal saw. It is not that important that it's exactly in the center, because I still have to grind it and adjust it the way I need it finally anyway. So I just try to hit the center and cut it like that. Not too bad. So now, as I said before, this one comes like this. In order for this one not to bend too much, even that it's quite stiff anyway, I will weld this the whole length here, of course from the other side. And first we have to determine the angle we need inside. So I'll get some tape. So since I'm making it for 2 monitors and both are the same, I already checked, it's enough if I mark only one piece and then copy it over or cut them both together at once. So less work. Anyway, let's see. This one goes like this. Angle is this. So this is the angle. Now I copy the angle over. Like this, it should be about in the center. So now I will just clamp it together and then cut it together. So as I said, I hold the two together and clamp them together so I can also cut them together. And then they both have the same angle and I have half the work. So those are cut. Quite hot, I actually burned my finger now, but nothing which will keep permanent damage. Anyway, I will let it cool down a little bit, see you in a bit. So, I'm back. Now, the parts have cooled down a little bit. This one's even kind of melted together because I got the tape a little bit hot, I guess. But I can remove the tape now, we're not needing that anymore. Then, of course, I have to grind the edges a little bit because at the moment everything is quite sharp edged. That I do with my trusty little one. Also, here I can start already grinding these plates at the back, the VESA plates, because finally this part will be welded on it like this. So the paint has to go off that I can weld. So, this one is up. Up has to be the bigger gap since it's standing in like this. So, we'll fix it this way. Now I still have to grind on this side because otherwise we will not have any conductivity for the welding. So let me start the welding machine. I set the welding machine to 1.5 mm material. This one is about 1.2, I would say. This one is 4. So we'll find the middle ground. It has to be hot enough to melt this, to connect it well, and not too hot that we actually burn a hole in here. That would be a little bit counterproductive. So, let's try. First 2 done. This one is definitely strong enough. So that is enough. As we say here, das geht nirgends um, means that is not going anywhere. Actually, I just realized that's in English the same saying, so. Side 1. And side 2. Done. Almost straight. I will have to hammer this in a little bit, I think. But First I let it cool down. So these parts have cooled down. Let's see if they still fit on the carrying arm. Not that they may be bent during welding or so. This one fits. And this one as well. Good. Now, this one comes in here. Almost exactly like this. And you can see the problem already. Oh, I don't know if you're close enough to see it. So, you can see now that we are not touching the metal yet. So, I will have to cut from here and back that we actually come down. And therefore I will put tape again and mark it and see if it's correct. So it seems like that should actually work. I will try and cut the first one like a little bit up and then straight out. Then we should have enough clearance here for it to be able to be welded together with this part. We'll see. I definitely have to drill these holes bigger because I'm going all the way down here. Means these holes don't fit each other anymore. I could actually even cut this off here, which I will do, because we actually don't need that part. So I can cut it here and here. Yeah, let's go and do that. As you can see on most of the work I do, I'm not really big in PPE, but one thing you need is ear protection when you grind and eye protection when you weld, because those things, if you blind yourself or if you deaf yourself, you will not forgive yourself. While grinding, I'm not that serious with the protection, because in my experience, the more glass I wear, the more protective glass I wear, the more dirt I get in my eyes. So yeah, small things like this, you're done. So then we cut the back, like I said before. So let's go and check. I keep my glove on. Because, yeah, I just cut it with the angle grinder, so it's still hot. Let's see. This comes like here, presses on the metal here, and fits. Perfect. Then we do the second one. So I did the second one in the meanwhile as well. Let's try. It fits as well. We just have to then look that we are in one way like this, that we are straight, and this hole and this hole just fits. And it looks like it. And let's get out. And here. Together like this. So let's go and weld the first one, and then I have to get the other one from the other monitor. The monitor is mounted at the moment inside, so yeah, we'll do that. So as we said, like this. I look from up that we are quite straight, then I make my first tack here, and then we should get that on the way. So again, let's look from up that we are as fine as possible in the center. One tack here, one on the other side. So I will hold it fast to the monitor just to be on the safe side. Yeah, it looks okay, but I have to cut this corner away, otherwise we will not get it to hang in like this. So before I clean that well, let me try again. Fits. Yep, fits fine. So we can weld it, and then the first monitor is fixed. Let me cool it fast with water. I think I have to grind a little bit so that the screw will fit. Yeah, see here, I have to cut a little bit in. So I cut out just so that the head of the screw will lie flat on it. Follow me. So now I can put it in here and can fit the original screws which came with the monitor. And now this way it can slide in here and the monitor will be fixed. Sure, it looks a little bit loose now, but once the monitor's weight is on it, it will not move anymore. And on the other hand, this is also the original mounting place, so there shouldn't be anything wrong with it. Let me carry everything inside and then we meet there. So we are back in. Now I can remove the existing monitors and the other things that are standing around here. Number one. Number two. And let's see, the center of the two monitors was around here. Monitor 1 here, monitor 2 here. I want to move the whole thing a little bit more to this side. So since the one was here, here was the center, I want to put the center here now. So this one will be here. Like this. And then I should be able to arrange the monitors the way I need them. The way I fix it now is, you remember that black plate which was under, where I can actually fix it like this, clamp it to the table. I will drill holes through here and then put this from under that plate. I think that should be the strongest connection then, because that will then also sandwich the table together. Screws alone will just put too much pressure on the wood alone. So the good thing is also with this way of mounting it, I will have easier way to just shift the monitor by side and clean. As you see, there was no real way of doing that at the moment. So let me see under where the screws go. Perfect. That's almost luck that it goes that well. So, as I said, this goes here. Actually, what I wanted to do first was bring the wires, get them through here, down under the table, but this one is welded closed at the bottom, so that's a no-go. So, this is the plate which comes under. The screws which go through will go in here, and this one will work like a nut, just that the pressure will be on the whole surface, not just on the small size of a nut. So let me try to get the first screw in. Okay, that doesn't work without help. So let me go get some help. So my wife is here to help. You have to hold it with both hands. One to hold the stick and the other one to turn. Okay, turn. Okay, wait.
Is anything working?
Yeah, it's working. Then this one here, if it will enter, it will not. Wait.
Okay.
The right screw or the left screw, yes. This one.
Noch einmal.
Noch einmal, ja.
Und jetzt?
Gut, linke rein. Ja, drehen. Okay, gut, danke Schatz.
Oh, what engineer.
So, let me on the torchlight. And this is how it looks from under. That will last every single earthquake in this world. So let's get the first monitor and fix it. So in order to make it easier to fix the monitor, I will turn this front. Then I can fix the monitor like this, and you can even see it better from here. So I also want to get Allen key fast. Since I'm sitting at this position, this one should be right. I will fix it like this for now. The actual correct height I can be still adjusted later, so it's not that a big of an issue at the moment. After all, they said this set should be big enough that I can actually even turn the screens vertically later. Oh, we'll see. So, first screen comes here. Here you see it from the back. And let's see if it fits in well. The way I thought it would. So, oh, in the meanwhile I painted it black as well, just in case somebody ever looks at it from the back. So, seems to work. Yeah, it's definitely way too high, but as I said, that can be adjusted. But first monitor is in, and for the second one I still have to make the bracket. So this is the second monitor, or actually the old one which I had before. So we remove the original stand. So that we can do exactly the same thing as we did before. Yep. Let's go to the rocket. So same thing as before. Dismount this. Yeah, see, somebody really played around on the other one already, because this plastic is actually melted on, so I have to drill it free. Yep, that's out. Now we have 4 screws here. Even here, see, even here one screw is already messed up. I don't know if you can see it, but one is already messed up, and you can see this one was still fixed together the way Samsung built it. So maybe they did assembly mistakes. Okay, the upper screws are definitely glued in. You can see the red. And this I have to drill out again, like I did on the other one. So they actually damaged the screws while installing it. Doesn't mean that somebody already played around with it. Either way, this is the part what we need. It was like this. So this one comes on top like this again, centered as straight as possible, and then we still have to cut off these edges again and spray it black. So follow me, let's do this one more time together. No, I didn't bring my gloves. So, eye protection, welding pistol, and let's see that we get that in the center. Half hole, yeah. Good. Everything welded for today. Off the welding machine. So let me go fast cool it a little bit with water and we can spray it black. Then we use air pressure to dry it because I'm an impatient person. So spray it black. Actually nobody apart from me should ever see this, so it doesn't have to be perfect. But since a few days I'm thinking of rearranging my YouTube studio, or the room I'm using for YouTube recordings, and if I do that, it might be that then it might be that the back of the screen is actually visible. I was thinking of, at the moment, in order to record something in the studio, or in the room, I have to close the curtain behind me so that it looks almost clean. So I was thinking of turning the table around, that I'm actually backing the wall, so I could do nice paintings on the wall or something like that. I don't know, but it will make the whole thing easier. Also, if somebody comes in the room, they will not run into the camera, they will actually look straight at me and see that I'm recording, so should be easier, but that's something for another day. Yeah, let's mount this on the monitor. See you in a bit. So here the second screen. Let's mount this fast before the GoPro really switches off, because it keeps telling me that the battery is almost empty. So that is the location. Where did I put the screws now? Of course they are under. And the screwdriver was also somewhere around, I hope. Or I took it to the workshop. I guess I took it to the workshop. Give me a minute. So, found it. And mounted as well. When we turn this and fit the monitor here. Let's put it this way, then you should actually see how the monitor goes in. Second monitor, et voila! And this way I can now put both monitors in the angle, in the position I want them, so that they really fit together. A little bit height adjustment, a little bit closer together, a little bit closer to me. Everything is possible. And fine. Good. Let me charge the GoPro. Then we do the wiring. So the monitors are mounted. The wiring is not done yet. Just remember that I still have these pass-through covers. So I decided to make a hole here at the back and fit it in here, so that I can just run the wires down here along the arm, down and out there, which like here, out here, and I think that's going to be a neat way to do it. Also, I still have some wires here which are supposed to go under the table, and then they don't have to run across the whole table. So yeah, I still want to do something in the back here, but as I said before, maybe I turn the table around. I will see. Let me go get the drill. I'll be back in a few minutes. So the tool we're using is this. It's called a hole saw because you can cut a hole with it, and it has teeth like a saw, not like a normal drill. So the name is quite fitting, at least in my opinion. So let's see. Here, shoot. Always stop in between. 2 reasons. First, get the dust away. Second, let the saw cool out a little bit. Sorry, that was Denglish. Cool down, not cool out, of course. If you look, I always wiggle a little bit this way, because if I hold still, I have the same pressure on all the teeth at the same time. But if I wiggle, I can gradually drill down, then I don't have that much pressure on all the teeth at the same time and can cut faster. At least that's how it feels like for me. While others tell me it's the other way around, but so it feels like we're almost through. Okay, checked underface, there's nothing obstructing it, so of course, the deeper we get, the more friction we have. That's why I always have to get out to get the dirt out to reduce the friction. And we are through. So this one goes in here, finished. I didn't even check. This one doesn't fit anymore at the back. Yeah. I will have to customize that as well if I show the screens from the back. Anyway, now I can pass through the wires from under. So the screen I got today came with this original Samsung wire. I hope that is long enough. I really hope, because otherwise I'll have to go and order one. Don't have anything longer around. HDMI is over here. Come, go in. Good. So then power. We have the existing one, which I have to throw down first. Then this is the existing HDMI cable, which also has to come up, and this one also has to come from down up. Now fast. So left. Wire left and now power right. Fell down again. Yeah. So this is power left. Goes here. Yep. Then HDMI left. Okay, if I put it the correct way, it's much easier. Now again power. This goes here, this goes here. Then the other power goes here into this place. Then somewhere here I have cable ties. So these are cable ties which can be reopened later. So I won't cut them now, since I might change the position of the table and everything. I might. So would be a waste of cable ties. While this one I have to cut. But the others I leave now, they are behind the screen anyway. It will not disturb me. I guess. I hope. Something like that. So, charger is in again. Let's arrange the monitors again. So, one is already running.
I'm having trouble hearing. Can you say that again?
I did not talk to you.
Sorry. I thought I heard my name.
So, now power to the second monitor. I think we'll just unplug Alexa for now. So I didn't connect the new HDMI cable down yet, but I will do that now. So, should come up now, hopefully. Yes! Both monitors working. They're set up correctly as well. So this is strange. It happened before as well. I don't know what the reason is for it. Once in a while, the monitor switches off. That is since I have this monitor, which was before here. And sometimes it will just switch off completely and then come on when I unplug the power supply from the socket, not from the back of the screen, from the socket, and then plug it back. So I assume that the power supply is bad. So what I will do is exchange the two power supplies, swap them, and see if the problem persists on this screen, then the screen is the issue. Or if it doesn't persist, if the other screen then goes off, then it's the power supply, and I will just get the new one. It's 19 volts, 60 watts, the same like a laptop charger. I think I even have some around with 120 watts, so more is better anyway, and I will try. But yeah, this was it for today. The screens are installed, non-VESA screens on VESA mount, and yeah, I hope you liked it, and stay tuned for more. Bye bye.